just got to learn how to fight through adversity. Just continue to fight. I'm super proud of these guys and the way they played today. I tell you, I feel way better than I did last year. We were right there, and I just got to say it. I'm not that kind. Two atrocious calls, and I don't care what nobody feels about it or what they say. That guy made two atrocious calls today that changed the momentum of this game and took all of the work that we put in today, and it just completely changed the game. One kid dives on the floor like he's taught every single day to do, taps the ball to his teammate, and he calls a foul. I'm telling you, that was an atrocious call when we were down by 1 point, getting ready to lay the ball up. I don't care what anybody feels about it. They do whatever they want to me. They scream human error. We're human too, but my player gets emotional and gets a take. So what's going to happen to the official? Not anything. He's going to go screw up another game. I don't care about it. I'm tired of it. They call me whatever they want on the sideline. It was an atrocious call, and it turned the game today. And it took a state championship from these young men.
You talk about the tough calls in the game, but you also talked about the difference in how you feel from this year last year. Why do you feel a little bit better this year?
Well, because I feel like the human error came into it today. That's exactly the way I feel. It was a game that was there for us. Raven County played a great game. He was a great player. Him and Chase were going back and forth for a while. Great player. We went 3 for 26 from the free throw line. We won't be the middle school team doing that. So when you go 13 for 26 from the free throw line, you lose by 8 points. And then I just want to go to the next question before I say something else. Because that is atrocious. I mean, just I get it. We all miss calls. I get it. But don't scream human error when a 16-year-old kid makes an error and he get a take. But what happened to the referee? Like, we got to do better. I'm sorry.
What do you think was the problem today at the free throw line? Was it nerves, lack of focus? What do you think it was?
I don't think it was nerves. I think, all week I've been pointing those things out. We got to do the small things to win. And we did today. Raven did, we did. They made all the right plays. Defensively, I thought we were pretty good in the second half. We weren't very good in the beginning. We didn't shoot it well at all. Outside of maybe Chase, we shot it okay, but we took too many bad shots, in critical times. Like I said, congratulations to Raven. They did a great job. They did everything they were supposed to do, and they deserved to win the state championship.
You talked about the difference for you, but what do you think the difference is for CJ, for Chase, kind of coming up short for the second year in a row?
Well, it's just tough. It's just tough. I had to just keep reminding them that, like I said last year, they didn't lose the game of life. That's the way they feel right now. It's just lost the game. They're going to play plenty more games, hopefully in better situations. And they'll go on and they'll be fine. We'll coach them up real nice. They'll get right back to work after a couple days. And, they'll be fine. It's just tough when you lose like this. Half of the arena didn't come to see them win anyway. So I just want to love on these guys. I'm so thankful for them. I thank God. God is so awesome. He brought these young men into my life 4 or 5 years ago. I'm thankful for them and everything they've done for me and my family. I'm grateful for everything they've done for this region and the city of Macon. I'm just really thankful and I'm really fortunate to have them in my life.
Can you talk a little bit more about that crowd today? Loud and clear, a lot of Southwest fans. Tell some of the Southside fans for coming out.
Well, we're just thankful for coming out. Those that did come out, to genuinely support. Those kids gave all they could. We all gave all we could to come out on top today. But like you said, sometimes you play a game and it doesn't turn out your way. When you go out, to understand, even if you don't play as well, it's a game. You got to go out there. You miss shots. Sometimes in life you're going to make decisions that you're not going to like, that's not going to work out for you. You just got to learn how to bounce back for it. And that's good for them too, like I said, with the officials. You already know some things are out of your control, you can't control. You still got to move forward and continue to do the things that I just hate it for these 15, 16-year-old kids that have to go through it. I'm just tired of it. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it.
You talk about the impact. This is emotional for you, for this entire team, but talk about the impact of CJ, Monquencio, Karan Howell, the impact that they've had on this program that led them to back-to-back state championships.
Yeah, they changed it all. In 5 years, they changed it all. So I didn't have them the first year, so this is my first senior class. Man, I'm super excited for them. They'll all be playing football. Of course, CJ will be playing basketball somewhere. The time was to move on and start working on trying to find them a home somewhere they can go and be happy and be proud of what they've done. You know, I'm super proud of these kids, man. They've given me everything they could for 4 years. I'm super proud of them, and hopefully they'll hold their heads up and the city make them be proud of everything they've done as well.
For all the frustrations, you know, you just didn't make shots that you normally make. Were you getting most of the shots you wanted? You were launching some, but how many shots were you getting in your offense?
I think they were basically getting whatever they wanted. I mean, we jacked up 3 or 4 crazy shots. I was kind of shaking my head, you know, kind of shaking my head. But I mean, young kids getting excitement. You got 10,000 people here. You know, you're feeling good about yourself. Hey, no kids go out and say, hey, I'm going to play real terrible today. Like, kids don't do that. So, you know, you go out and take a bad shot, so what? I'm not really worried about that. You know, we didn't play well enough. Ravens deserved to win today. They got the state championship. We shook their hands like we were supposed to. We did everything the right way. So I'm proud of these young men and everything we're doing.
How hard is that conversation with CJ and Chase in that locker room? All your seniors, but those two, like you say, have kind of been the foundation of getting you where you are.
Well,
it was rough for them.
Yeah, it's very difficult because they feel like they failed twice. You know, we have 2 region championships. We have undefeated at home. We have so many. And I was just telling them, I got 100 wins. Nobody's even said anything because of them. I reached 100 wins because of them. Faster than any of the past 6 coaches that's been here. So, man, I can't ask anything else of them. They've done all they could do. I don't care if they didn't play well today because that's just part of the game. That's just part of what happens. And, you know, it's a really tough conversation because they feel like they failed. But they lost the game today. That's all. That's it. The only thing I told them, nobody plays tomorrow. We played on the final day of the season again. So they can be proud of that, they can hang their hats on that, and that's what I'm more proud of.
Last year, you talked about how the climb back to the top and how a lot of these guys were returning to the court. How are you feeling now? It's not ground zero because you do have a lot of young talent that did step on the court tonight, but how are you feeling as you kind of look to the future for this program?
Well, I feel good because I've been able to kind of build a program, so to speak. So I have a couple young guys that we've been working with. You know, we'll have Alex back as well. So I feel really good about what we may not have the talent level that we had in the past 2 years, but so it definitely won't be ground zero, but it definitely won't be, you know, the #1 team in the state, obviously. But you know, we'll have some talent back, and these experiences build us. You know, it'll build character and make them, as a team, as young men, and make them be, you know, excited about coming back. I'm not changing anything. We're still over there with a tough schedule. Try to get them ready. We'll just try to come back to the same situation. We'll be in a different classification next year.
What did Raven do? Anything better than you were expecting, or you know,
No,
they just made a couple more plays, baskets?
55 won the 3-point contest, and I don't think he hit any threes today. 1-8. So
Yeah.
that was part of our job. If Huey was going to go off, we wanted to make sure we stopped the other guys.
Yeah.
Kind of did that. So I didn't really see anything that was out of the ordinary from them. Just got a couple, I'll just say, breaks here or there that were really crucial. And they did that. They got a couple breaks. That's fine, because that's what happens and during the process of the game. So that's all.
Thank you, Coach.